Funny enough, though, I have a thyroid issue
Right.
that makes me very dizzy a lot, and people are like, "Oh, is
Oh,
that why you're
wow.
dizzy?" But no.
You're now listening to The Creator Code, the podcast dedicated to unlocking the secrets of your favorite online creators. Each week, we will deep dive into the tech, tips, and tricks to find out what truly makes them tick. Whether you're a new creator just starting out or an accomplished veteran, this show is made for you. And now, here's your host, MattyTingles.
Okay, welcome back to The Creator Code, everybody. I am your host, MattyTingles. This is the podcast where we unlock the secrets of your favorite creators. Thank you so much for being here. As a reminder, full video of these episodes are on YouTube, so check that out. We're also on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts, we're there. All right. Go leave a 5-star review. Let me know what you guys think. Again, thank you guys so much for coming back. Or if this is your first episode, welcome. All right. So today, episode 11, if you can believe it, we're already on 11. We have a very, very special guest joining us. I'm talking about 647,000 followers on Twitch. Talking over 32 million views. One of the most watched ASMRtists on Twitch, and also fellow Pokemon pack opener. Of course, I'm talking about DizzyKitten. Let's get right to it. How are you? Welcome.
Hi. Hello. Hello. I'm doing pretty good. How you doing?
I am good and busy. I literally just uploaded a video that I finished editing 30 seconds before. Like
Oh
it
my
just
gosh.
like I cut it really, really close.
Yeah. I know you had mentioned like you were still like editing a video, and I was
Mm-hmm.
like, "Oh, it's fine. I'm eating dinner." And yeah,
Yeah.
I know the feeling though, staying busy.
Exactly. Yeah. It's just life. It's just
I feel
life
like,
now.
especially like as a content creator, like it's always something, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Exactly.
yep.
Well, thank you so much for being here. I'm so happy that you're here. You were always on the list of guests, and I'm so glad.
Mm.
I'm so glad we could make this happen.
Yeah, same. Thank
Um,
you.
okay, let's get right to it. Obviously, the last year and a half has been crazy for everybody.
Right.
How's the last year and a half been for you? And are things opening up where you're at? What's the situation?
Oh, just in general,
Yeah.
like things with me and like
Yep.
life and everything.
Yeah.
So things are good. They're much better now. I feel like last year was like one of the worst years for me, and I think it was
Mm-hmm.
that way for a lot of people. Interestingly, career-wise, it was one of my best years. Like,
Absolutely.
it was phenomenal. As you can probably
Mm-hmm.
imagine, a lot of people were stuck at home, and
Yeah.
so, so many more people were tuning in and things were going great career-wise, but in my personal life, like, I was crumbling hard. I
For
was having
sure.
such a hard time.
Mhm.
And, like, my stream and such didn't even know. Like, I kind of kept it to myself. I was in
Yeah.
therapy, and yeah, just going through so much stuff. But this year has been so much better for me. It's been a lot of like
Nice.
healing and getting back to where I need to be, and I'm in a much better place now. So
Nice.
yeah,
That's
so it was a
good.
weird year.
That's
It was
good.
like
Yeah, I
great
think
and bad at the same time.
that's kind of seems to be the consensus for creators, right? Like last
Uh-huh.
year was really good because everyone was online.
Right.
And so it seems like for creators it
Everyone
was
just
good,
started
but then also
booming.
just like yeah, but
Hmm.
then personally, like too, like yeah, it's it was not easy, not an easy
Yeah,
year
absolutely not.
for sure.
Yeah. So that's
And
been
are
pretty
things
much me.
opening up where are
Yes,
things
yeah.
opening up around you?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Things
Okay.
are very opened up. I think there's like recently been a new wave of cases, and people
Yeah.
are starting to get a little nervous, but yeah, everything's opened up. It's almost back to normal. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
pretty good. Not too
Yeah, me
bad.
too. Me too. Things are pretty close to normal now where I'm at.
Uh-huh. That's
So
good. You're in California, right? Or you Because I know you're
No,
Pacific.
I'm in Portland,
Portland.
Oregon. Portland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, because I knew you were Pacific time. So
Yep.
I just automatically assume California.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hear you though. Yeah. Last year, yeah, just craziness. Just
It
crazy.
was, but I'm glad
Um.
everything's kind of going back to normal.
Yep. Yep. Uh. All right. So you started streaming in 2013. Is that correct?
Yep, September of
Wow.
2013. So I've been doing this a long
That is
time.
that's a
Yeah,
long time.
it is. I'll be closing
Cause
in
like
on
when
8
did
years.
like when did Twitch come out? 2010 or 11?
I don't know because it
I
started off as
think.
Justin TV and then it changed
Oh yeah,
to
that's right.
Twitch. And I don't know when that happened. I think I came in like shortly after Justin TV.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what year it was, but I was like
Oh,
right
okay. So
after that.
you okay, so you've been on Twitch the whole time. You weren't on Justin?
Right. I've been on Twitch the whole time.
Got it.
Yep.
Got it. Okay. Wow, that is a long time.
I never would have expected
That is a
this.
long
Never.
and is streaming your full-time job?
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. It's definitely
Nice.
very full time. And I
Nice.
went full time within 6 months of starting streaming. So I've been doing it full time for a long time.
Whoa.
Uh-huh. I started pretty
Wow.
quickly. Yeah.
Wow. That seems fast. Like I mean, I'm sure things were
hmm
different back then. Was that a
Yeah, it
tough decision
was.
for you to go? Yeah.
Not really. Luckily, my family was very accepting of it, and I think I just got started on Twitch kind of at the right time because there weren't a lot of streamers back then,
Mm.
and so I had gotten my partnership within a month or two, and I was already
Wow.
like my sub count and stuff was high enough for me to just stop school and just kind of focus on streaming. And I really
Mhm.
wanted to see where it would go because it seemed to be climbing pretty quickly in a short amount of time. So yeah, I remember having the talk with like each of my family members about it, and everyone was accepting. Like even my mom was fine with it. She was like, just finish off your
Wow.
semester in college, and yeah, you can do whatever you want. So
Wow.
that's what I did.
I mean, that's really good. That's really good to have like a support system around you that supports it
Oh,
too,
yeah. Oh, yeah,
right?
because most streamers do not have supportive parents and don't even want them streaming under,
Mhm.
like, the same roof. So, yeah, I was
Right.
very fortunate about that, especially because my
Yeah,
mom
and
had no
especially
idea what I
back
was
then.
talking about.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. Especially back then, like you tell people you're gonna stream full time, they're like, "Wait, you're gonna do what?"
You're gonna just
Like
play
that's
games and people just watch you? Why?
that's
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 usually the
that's
response I got
crazy.
back then. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Wow. Well, that is actually really amazing. So you've gained a crazy following on Twitch in those
Uh,
years.
yes.
How does that feel?
Uh It still feels surreal to this day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I still cannot comprehend why, like, people watch me or enjoy my content, but since people show up, like, I just continue to show up. So yeah, but it feels really good. It's been
Yeah.
incredibly life-changing for me, like,
Yeah.
hugely.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
Talk to me about that. How has it changed your life?
Ooh, so my parents were divorced, and it was just me and my mom. And
Hmm.
she cleaned houses and stuff. We were very poor.
Hmm.
Lived in a mobile home, lived in like a not so great area. And yeah, that's where we were, just in debt, living paycheck
Yeah.
to by paycheck. And I was in
Yeah.
school. I didn't even have a passion for anything, but I decided to go to college just to pursue
Mhm.
something because I was like, we need to like figure something out. And I
Yeah.
had discovered Twitch, and I just started like streaming just to make friends. Like I didn't even make money from it or anything. It was just like to meet other like-minded
Sure.
people that like the same things. because I didn't really have any friends. I just went to college and that was it. And so
Okay.
after my stream started to take off and stuff, I was able to pay off my mom's debt. I was able to pay for her to go to school because she wanted to be a home inspector. I was able to get us out of the
Nice.
house. I bought my dream home like a year and a half ago. And
Wow.
so it's just been incredible. It's crazy like where I started and where streaming has put me now. Like I am like eternally grateful. It's just insane.
Yeah. Wow. That is an amazing story.
Mhm.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. I
Wow.
was just glad that I could
Well,
finally like.
look,
Oh, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say, congrats on
Thank
everything.
you.
That is
Thank you.
amazing.
Thank you so
That is
much.
amazing. Wow.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and for creators out there and listeners, that let that be a lesson too. Like, it doesn't necessarily matter where you start, right?
Mhm.
It, it's
Right.
it's work really hard and
I
and
started off
find
with a
find what you're
laptop.
passionate.
Oh, sorry, hit my mic.
Yeah.
I was on a laptop that wasn't even mine.
Yeah.
I borrowed it,
Right.
and I just streamed off that, and that's how I started.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I didn't have any sort of fancy setup or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Mhm.
All right. So you average about 1,200 viewers per stream, which is
Mm-mm.
a lot.
Mm.
Um, does that ever get overwhelming for you? How do you deal with that amount of people?
I don't know why it's never really been overwhelming for me because it's like that's probably what I average for games, and then for ASMR, it's probably like 2,500 to 3,000 or so. And I
Wow.
never have a problem with it. I think I'm just used to it, and so I read very quickly and just kind of like filter through chat and just I'm reading it constantly, and it's just second nature for me. I It doesn't really
Right.
become overwhelming for me. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Are you like a natural entertainer? Like, are you good in front of people in real life?
No, I personally don't think so.
Really?
I grew up homeschooled, so I actually was very socially what's the word I'm looking for? Socially I wasn't all there. I was really bad at
Mm-hmm.
communicating with people. I was incredibly shy. I am quite literally the last
That's
person you would ever imagine being in front of a camera, like streaming and entertaining. Um
wow.
Yeah. So that was another thing with streaming.
Is
I
it?
wanted to communicate with people and kind of work on that because I felt like I didn't speak very well and I was shy talking to people and
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm not a
That's
natural.
really interesting.
No.
Okay, that's
It's something I
interesting because
developed
I'm
over
always curious
time.
about.
Mhm.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
I'm always curious about that because like for me, I've always been naturally just good in front of people and on stage and whatever. And so
That's awesome. I'm
creating
so
and
jealous.
stuff came natural, right? But I
Yeah.
know a lot of people who can do streaming and are just on and so good. And then in
Yes.
real life, they're like, I don't want to be around anybody. Like, wow. Wow.
Yeah, some people are like that. I don't mind being around people, but I am more introverted. So,
Hmm.
yeah. Nowadays I'm much better like communicating with people. Streaming has taught me how to speak better and present myself better. So, yeah, for me it was like a
Yeah.
skill developed over time. It wasn't something that I was a natural at all. At all.
Yeah.
So,
Interesting.
if I could do it, literally the
Hmm.
shyest of people, the most non-entertainers could do it because I was like
There
the
you go.
furthest thing from that.
Yeah. Wow. All right. So I would be remiss if we didn't talk about Pokemon for a second.
Yes.
Uh, so talk to me about Pokemon. Do you have a favorite? And then what's your best pull on stream?
Okay, so my favorite Pokemon would be Charmander. I've loved Charmander since I was a
Mm,
kid. Yeah, by far my favorite Pokemon. Um, As for my best pull, honestly, I'm not even sure. So I've done a lot of the recent packs. I started like early last year, and so it's a lot of like the recent stuff.
Yeah.
I would love to someday do some of like the older stuff, you know, the really expensive packs that really have some cards like worth
Mm-hmm.
some, you know, serious money. But mine, you know, I've pulled cards that are probably worth like $50, $100, something like that from like the newer packs. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know what my biggest pull is actually. I was like trying to think about that. And honestly, I'm not too sure. Most of my stuff is
Yeah.
from like Vivid
Okay.
Voltage. And now I'm doing Chilling Rain. Like I have 3 of
Yeah.
these babies right now. I still need to open of these. So
Me, I have I oh, let me grab it. Yeah, I have a bunch of the Chilling Rain.
do ya?
Uh
Oh, nice, nice. I
how
cannot
is
wait.
how has Chilling Rain been for you? It has not been great for me with polls.
So far, I've done one of the boxes and it's been okay. I think my
Yeah.
favorite pull so far is Articuno, but
Mm-hmm.
like yeah, I haven't really gotten anything like too great yet. But I'm hoping with these other
Yeah.
boxes it'll be
Okay.
better. But like you said, I've heard from other people like the pulls just don't seem like that great. I noticed from
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Japanese card packs for some reason I seem to have much better rates at stuff. Like I seem to pull
For
way better
sure.
stuff. Do you have you opened the Japanese packs?
Yeah.
It just seems like I pull
Yeah.
better
Yeah.
stuff
They're
more
better.
often. Yeah. What's up with
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. I
So,
don't know. All right. So this wasn't on my thing to do, but I actually do think it would be fun. So number one, I'll show you the best poll that I've had on stream.
okay, sure. Yeah, I would love to see
Really
it.
quick. And this was from so I have a card shop that's like a mile away from my house.
Uh-huh.
And they had a bunch of Burning Shadows packs,
Oh, okay.
which are from like 2017ish.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, I'll grab some of those. And then I was doing on Twitch just doing pack openings.
Yes. Oh, I got chills. Oh, that is amazing. Wow. That is incredible.
Yeah. I like freaked out. And I was doing it in ASMR, which is like when you get a good pull
Oh,
in
so you do
ASMR, you want to
ASMR
like
like Pokemon
scream.
card opening too?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, yeah.
awesome.
Yep. Okay, so let's do this really quick just because I think it would be fun.
Okay, sure.
Let's do one pack opening. And I'll open it and I'll have you like narrate it.
Oh, wait. Oh, so you don't want me to open one. You're going to be opening one and then I
I'll
narrate?
open it. I'll open it and you narrate. You just say what they are. I think that'd be
Okay.
fun.
All right. Sounds good. Are you
Do
doing
you
Chilling
want to
Rain?
do you want to do Chilling Rain? Do you want to do Vivid Voltage or the Burning Shadows?
Oh. Surprise me.
Okay, I have a bunch of Vivid Voltage. I don't want to do Chilling Rain.
Okay.
Let's do Burning Shadows because you just never know.
Burning
You
Shadows,
never know.
sure.
All right, I have 6 packs. Pick a number between 1 and 6.
Okay, 1 and 6, 4.
4, got it. It's this one. All right, I'm very excited.
Stuff is like crack.
Okay,
Like,
so I will. All right, so I will just go up to the camera and you narrate. Okay.
Okay. Hopefully, I'll be
Okay.
able to read the cards okay, because my
I know.
quality is a little. All right,
Okay.
so we got an energy card here. All right, we got Mount Lanakila. All right,
Oh
and
my
then we
gosh.
have
A lot of
Wick, or is it
trainers.
Wiki?
Yep.
Wick. All right, we got
What is happening? Why are all these trainers?
right? Escape rope. Okay. Oh, we have Horsey. I love Horsey. Very nice, very nice. And then we have Venipede. Oh, all right. We have Sandygast. I've never seen these cards. Morlul. Cute, cute. Crab roller. I always crack up his design, like the hair. Oh, this is our reverse hollow here. Electivire.
That's a cool card.
That is a pretty neat card. Yeah, I like it. I
Wow.
do not have that one.
And
Hey, Tingrowth! Nice. Never seen that one either. Which one was this?
oh,
Was this Burning Shadows?
this was Burning Shadows. Yeah, Sun and Moon.
Oh, okay. I'll have to
I
try
don't,
some
and I
Burning
think,
Shadows.
yeah, I don't think that they're the reason, because they're kind of expensive packs, and I asked them why, and I don't think that they're
Uh-huh.
like in print anymore.
Oh, is that
So
why?
that's why. Yeah.
Ah, okay. I see, I
All right,
see.
that was fun. Thank you for doing that. That
Yeah,
was fun.
of course. I mean, I do it all the time. That's how I do mine.
I
So,
love it. All right. So what are your thoughts on the state of Pokemon as of now?
state of Pokemon, like the cards and such.
Yeah, and just kind of the
So,
culture of it, right?
it's crazy right now, right? Because I
Hmm.
started collecting at the beginning of last year, and how it happened was I played like Pokemon Sword and Shield
Yeah.
and like Let's Go Eevee and like all those. And so then I was like, well, let's buy some of the cards. And then it all started from there. And it used to be so easy to like get the booster boxes and everything. And then I guess some
Hmm.
YouTubers started doing like Pokemon card openings. And
Yeah.
it's insane. It became so hard to find. And then they took it out of like Target and Walmart.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
mom went to pick me up Pokemon cards for like ASMR. And
Hmm.
she said they were literally guarding it. This was
Yeah.
before they took it off, but they were guarding it like they were guarding the toilet paper, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and they would only let you have like 2 packs or
Yeah.
something at a
It's
time.
crazy.
Mm.
It's really crazy. And prices, yeah,
I'm
prices have gone.
shocked. It just exploded out of nowhere and became
Yeah.
so
I mean,
difficult.
look, it's just kind of a little bit of a testament of the power of influencers and creators,
I know, yeah. See, like
right?
the stuff I'm getting is like people in Japan like sending me the Japanese packs, and then
Nice.
some of these other ones I got is someone that owns like a game store. And so he's able
Nice.
to like get the cards and like send them to me.
Mhm.
Which is how I'm getting mine, but
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Wow. Well, yeah, I agree. And again, um I think it is there's both sides, right? Because one, it's kind of making it hard to get cards, and they're overpriced, and
Right.
there's some negative things there, but also it's really cool for me personally to see, like, again, that's the power that creators have. It's literally like a couple YouTubers and Logan Paul,
Uh-huh. Right.
and then
And
and
then it's
then
just sold out everywhere, prices inflated, taken out of
yeah,
stores because people are being crazy. Like,
yeah,
what?
it's insane.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
It's insane. Do you ever get cards graded?
No, I've never had them graded
Okay.
before.
Yeah. Um, I have a couple that, like, my chat said, like, obviously hard sleeve it, and then I should get it graded, like that Charizard that I showed you.
Yes.
Um, but even that is really hard to get to now. Like PSA, all of them are like so backed up because it
Oh,
exploded.
I bet. Yeah.
And so you can't even get stuff graded now. It's
Wow, that's
insane.
crazy. Yeah, I've never gotten anything graded before.
Okay.
But I'd be
Okay.
really
Me
curious to know
either.
about that Charizard.
Yeah, it's if it's like, I've seen 9 like PSA 8, 9, and 10s for over $1,000 on that card. So
That's insane.
crazy.
That's incredible. Wow.
It was the hardest I've ever not yelled because I was doing ASMR.
Can you imagine like opening something like that on ASMR and you're
Oh,
like, "Ee."
yeah, like it was so hard.
Yeah,
All right, so you do a variety of things on your channel.
a lot of things. Yeah.
Yeah, so talk to me about the things that you do on your channel, and then talk to me about the choice to be kind of variety or just one niche thing.
So I used to be a one niche kind of streamer where like when I first started, I only played Binding of Isaac. That was my
Mm,
main game. And then I moved on to World of Warcraft. And then I moved on to Counter-Strike for 2 years.
mm,
I've always been like one game that I play and that's it. And I focus on that. I think after Counter-Strike and Overwatch and PUBG, like after maining those games, I think maybe in
Yeah.
2017, 2018, I made the decision like, I'm just going to play whatever and
Yeah.
go do variety. I kind of realized, because some people will fall into a trap where all their viewers expect that one specific game, and then when you go to switch to something else, like a lot of them won't carry over because you've built a community
Mm-hmm.
off of one game. And so I think it's
Right.
better to just kind of move around to different stuff. And since I think that because I talk to my chat so much and I've established like such a good and close relationship with my viewers and my regulars, I feel like I pretty much maintain my viewership no matter
Yeah.
really what I play. And so
Nice.
I feel like it's better for my mental health to just jump around games because, you know,
Yeah.
when you stick to one game for so long, you just hit burnout
Yeah.
and then it sucks to get on stream. So
Right. Yeah.
nowadays,
Yeah.
I do all sorts of games. I pretty much play everything except for like MOBAs or funny enough card games, even though I
Mm-hmm.
collect Pokemon cards. I play a lot of
Yeah.
shooters. Like right now I'm learning Tarkov, and then I picked up
Nice.
FF14. So I play
Nice.
so many different types of games. And then of course there's the ASMR as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, look, I've watched your stream for a while now,
Yeah,
and
I've
by
been
far the
seeing you
best game that
like
you play,
in the chat a lot. Which is awesome.
by far the best game that you play is the Power Washer game.
The Power Wash Simulator. I just played it as a joke, and then I ended up coming back and coming back. Honestly, game
I
of the
don't know
year.
why
Let's be
it's
real.
so
It's
yeah,
great.
it's so satisfying.
It is.
Oh my
Yep. And
gosh.
it's satisfying in real life too. The game, like, it
Yeah.
was so great. It was such a good idea.
Really good idea.
So, you know,
Uh
one day you might see me play Escape
okay.
from Tarkov, next day Power Wash Simulator, you know, just anything goes.
Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, but you're right though, especially and for streamers out there too, you know, it's definitely a decision to make, right? Where either you're going to bounce around and play a bunch of different things or you're going to do that one niche. But I will say what you said is very true. It is the recipe for burnout playing the same
Oh
game
yeah, because I've done it.
all the time.
I've been there,
Mhm.
and yeah, it's just not good. So,
Mhm.
like, it's okay to main a game for a while, but like I did for like a couple years, and you build your community
Yeah.
around that and stuff, and then you're burnt out, and everyone's like, "Why aren't you playing CS:GO? When are you gonna play CS:GO?" And then you got to deal with that for the next half year. So
Right.
I still hear it to
Yeah.
this day, and it's
Have you
been
played
like three,
Valorant
four
yet?
years later. What is it?
Have you played Valorant yet?
Valorant. I played it off stream, but weirdly, I didn't get super into it. And I think it's because
Okay.
the usage of skills and stuff was really confusing to me
Mhm.
because I came from Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
So I just
Yeah.
focus on shooting.
Exactly.
And then there's all these skills and stuff going
Yeah,
on.
I
People are
just
telling me to use my skill. I'm like, what's going on? So
that part is a learning curve. I know a lot of people have went from CS:GO to Valorant because
yes, that's
it's
why a lot of people expected me to go to Valorant. And when I tried it, like
mhm,
the game's good. I liked it,
mhm.
but just the skills, the concept of it,
Yeah.
it was so confusing for me. So I ended up
For
not
sure.
picking it up.
uh
So
all right, so one of the things I like to ask specifically streamers because I am at its core a YouTuber and then I also stream on the side.
yes.
Why do you think it's so hard for streamers to grow on YouTube and for YouTubers to grow on Twitch?
You know, that is a great question. Um You know, I have no idea, but I have noticed this a lot with a lot
Yeah.
of streamers that just do so well and then they try to do YouTube and like it's really hard to take off. But I know in my case, since I'm a full-time streamer, it's really hard for me to make original YouTube content because I'm so busy with streaming. And so a lot of that content that goes
Sure,
to
yeah.
YouTube is just stream content. I'm sure
Yeah.
if I developed more original content just for that YouTube channel, like on a frequent basis, I'm sure it would actually like start doing really well. It's just the lack of time
Hmm.
since streaming's my focus. Um, and who knows, it
Right.
might be the same vice versa where like people are focusing on YouTube, their YouTube's doing well, but they can't devote like a consistent, like every day, like 8 hours of streaming schedule, you know? So it might just
I,
be like
I
a
think
lack
you
of
nailed
time
it.
to devote. Yeah. That would be
I
the
think you
thing comes
nailed
to
it
mind for
because
me.
for sure. Yep. I
Yeah.
think you nailed it. And honestly, I think it's really smart to stream and then upload whether it's highlights or a chunk of your stream to YouTube.
That's pretty much what you have to
That's
do.
I think
Yeah. Mhm.
I think it's smart though. It's using content on multiple platforms. That's the way to go.
Right. Yep.
I think it's smart.
Absolutely agreed.
Um okay, so have you always been into gaming? And what's your favorite game slash first game you ever played that you remember?
I've always been into gaming. Yeah. I remember getting my first PC when I was 5 years old. And I was
Wow.
playing games even before that, so I started PC gaming at 5. And
Wow.
my earliest memory of a PC game was Half-Life. Admittedly, I was
Oh,
way
really?
too young to be playing Half-Life, but I
Yeah.
grew up on like Half-Life, Unreal Tournament, Quake, Diablo, StarCraft, those sorts of games.
Yep.
So yeah, I've been into gaming my whole life because my dad he really liked games and my brothers like games, and so it was kind of a way for me to like bond with my family. Funny enough.
Nice.
So yeah. So
That's
were you asking
cool.
what my favorite game is now or like back then?
Give me both.
Both? Okay. I would say back then, probably World of Warcraft. I started when I was 11 and gosh, I was obsessed with World of Warcraft. Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Nowadays, I have so many favorite games. For a while, it was Apex. I played so much Apex. I was addicted to it.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Apex is kind of in a weird spot right now. Because there's a lot of like hacking, DDoSing, a lot of stuff. So I've kind of like
Yeah.
taken a break from it. But yeah, I really liked Apex. But I
Nice.
have a lot of
Nice.
different favorite games. If you want me to
Yeah.
like go through a
Yeah.
list of them. Yeah.
Nice. No, that's I think that's cool that you've been gaming since 5. That's or
Mm.
before. That's amazing.
Mhm. My whole life,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow. Um all right, so talk to me about ASMR. Talk to me about kind of your journey into ASMR. So when did you start watching it, creating it, streaming it? Just kind of tell me about your journey with that.
Sure. Yeah, I think I discovered it maybe in 2015, I wanna say. And when I very first
Mhm.
discovered it, I had kind of the same reaction as most people, like, "This is a bit strange," like, "Huh?" Like, I don't know, I
Yeah.
don't get it, I don't get it. And then fast forward a couple years, my best friend loves ASMR. And so he introduced me to a few creators. And it was I feel like ASMR is one of those things like you watch a video and you're like, okay, that's kind of cool. And then you go to the next one, oh, I like this. And then you go to the next one and it
Yeah.
like you just go down the ASMR rabbit hole and then suddenly you can't live
Mhm.
without it or something. So yeah, so after he like introduced me to some really good ASMR content, I was like, wow, this is really cool. I really like this. And then a friend gifted me a 3DO microphone. And so,
Nice.
yes. And so I did it on stream for fun and people loved it. And so I was like, okay, I can do it every now and then. And then it became more frequent. I started gathering more and more ASMR stuff. And then suddenly, like, it's by far my most popular content.
Yeah.
Um, like I'm constantly asked probably 100 times a night, ASMR tonight? Are you doing ASMR? When are you doing ASMR? Like this game is great and all, but when are you doing ASMR?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's really cool. Yeah. People love that 3DO.
They do. They do. And I actually have a couple new setups that I want to put together. Like I have 2 Rode microphones. I wanted to experiment with using like 2 different mics. And then I got a
Nice.
Yeti microphone because I want to mess around with using like a single microphone. Just something
Mm-hmm.
other than the 3DO. I want to start, just messing with different mics and different triggers and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
For me, that's the fun part of creating ASMR too, is just experimenting with equipment and
Mhm.
trying new ways of making it.
Yeah, and I love doing it on stream because
Um,
it's all in the moment, and I get
exactly.
feedback like right away. You guys like this? Okay, we'll keep this. We'll keep doing it.
Yep,
So,
yep.
yep.
Um, all right. So talk to me about conventions. You've been to TwitchCon, right?
Yes, I've been to all of them except one.
Oh wow, really?
Mhm. I think it was
Oh my
2018 that I
gosh.
missed, but I've been to all of them.
Wow. Okay,
Mhm.
so I've talked about this on the show before, but so I didn't start streaming until 2018
Oh,
or
okay.
so.
Yeah.
Um and so the first year that I started streaming, I wasn't partnered, and all my friends were like, it's it's way more fun partnered at TwitchCon, right?
Yeah,
So
it is.
I didn't even go that first year. And
Okay.
then the next year I started streaming ASMR, and of course I got partnered in like a week. Uh
Really? Oh,
streaming
wow.
ASMR.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's
And then
awesome.
then I'm like, okay, I got partnered. I'm going to TwitchCon. Let's go. And then that was last year. That was COVID. It got canceled.
Oh,
so
no.
so I'm excited for it to come. Hopefully there's one
Probably next year.
next year. I'm hoping.
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
Yep.
Have you ever been to any other conventions?
I've been to PAX South and BlizzCon. Those are the
Mm,
only other ones I've been to.
nice.
I never really went to conventions that much, and it's mostly because I have a lot of anxiety. And so
Mm-hmm.
usually at these conventions, I can get kind of overwhelmed after like 2 or 3 hours, and I
Yeah.
get frustrated because I feel like I can't keep up with everyone else because I get stressed and tired. And
Sure.
so I usually only limit it to like 1 or 2 conventions a year because of
Nice.
that. Because I'll end up sleeping the whole time because I'm so tired. But and I've also
Yeah.
had some bad experiences with people at conventions. Like
Oh.
I've talked about this on my stream before, but like stalker kind of situations, and it's made me
Mm,
nervous to attend conventions. But I think I'm
yeah.
going to attend a lot more next year. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
And all right, so that's actually a great segue into my next question, but I kind of
Okay.
want to stay there for a second.
Okay.
Um uh how do I say this? I guess what I like to I try to tell people, just like, look, if you're out there and you like a creator and you like watching them, like, it's not, if you're listening, it's not cool to like be a creep to these, like, they're people as well. I just always like
Uh-huh.
to like PSA that.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so talk to me about being, because this is kind of a great segue. Talk to me about being specifically a female streamer and gamer.
Oh.
Um, because I know, look, let me preface this with, I have a lot of female friends that stream, and every single one of them, their experience is night and day different from mine.
Really?
Being a male, being a male.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, talk to me about specifically being a female creator and then dealing with dealing with that.
It's extremely hard. I didn't really start feeling the difference until I was a CS streamer. I feel like there was a
Mm,
lot of hatred towards women and especially female streamers.
mhm.
So yeah, I was constantly harassed, constantly. Like I would have to make
Mm.
new Steam accounts under different names and stuff when I would play so that people wouldn't know who I am, because as soon as they
Wow.
know I'm a girl or a female streamer, they would start targeting me. They'd start targeting people I know that I play with. Um yeah.
Wow.
Um I would get so many threats, stalkers. I had been swatted. Um
Wow.
I've even had people threaten to like release my personal information, like my mom's phone number or address or something like that if I didn't take certain pictures for them. Like I've seen
Oh
it
my
all. I've had it all.
gosh.
So, yeah.
Wow.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't even
People
imagine.
coming to my house. Yeah. I
Okay,
had
so
to
so I think
yeah.
this is
Go ahead.
I think this is a good I think this is a good I think this is a good topic for creators out there to hear from someone who's found success like you have.
Uh-huh.
Um do you have any advice? Do you have any advice for specifically even female creators out there on how to
On
deal
like
with
this
it
certain
or
issue.
any kind of yeah.
I would say 2 different things. 1, don't expose any information about yourself. When I very first started streaming,
Mhm.
I was like, "Oh, use my real name," and just little bits of information about myself. Like, as the years went on, I started hiding more and more and more. Like, I don't even share pictures of my family. Um,
Yeah.
like, I don't have them on stream. I keep everything like pretty closely hidden. I noticed I had to kind of do this over time, and also having really good moderators. Like
Yeah.
I noticed most people like they'll have mods, but I'll notice most channels don't have like really great moderation. Um, but yeah, just having really good mods and just try to, even reverse search yourself online and see if
Yeah.
any information comes up about you and try to request to get stuff removed as much as you can. I think there's
Mhm.
even third parties you can hire to like wipe some of that information. But
Right.
yeah, I would say like looking into some of that. Like I don't care if you're even like
Nice.
a small like female creator. I know of female creators that, maybe average 20, 30 concurrent viewers and have a stalker. It doesn't matter your
Yeah.
size,
Oh
just
yeah.
be careful. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I think that's great advice for anyone listening out there, and honestly, not even necessarily streaming too, just being online, being a person, a personality online.
Mhm.
That's
And I know
crazy.
some guys
I am
have had issues as well. Like, girls, it
for
seems
sure.
to
Yeah.
for to a major extent, but, I mean, for guys as well, like, it's probably good to do some of the things that I recommended as well.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah. Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah. I've had a couple kids show up to my house before. So.
Really, kids? I've had kids outside my
Yeah.
house
Yeah.
before too. I was like,
Hmm.
because my mom was like, there was like 10 kids outside your house, like saying DizzyKitten. And I was like, what? So yeah.
Oh, actually, this wasn't on my notes, but where did your name come from? I've
Um,
always been curious about that.
it didn't really come from anything. I really like cats. And
Mhm.
as you can tell, I literally have a cat in my lap right now, Cookie. But
Mhm.
yeah, I just really like cats, and I liked the name Dizzy. I used the name DizzyKitten when I played League. This was before I was a streamer. I was maybe 16,
Okay.
17. And I didn't expect that to be my stream name. It was just the name I had on Twitch. I obviously I didn't know I'd make it to this extent, and now my name's DizzyKitten. But I was used to everyone just calling me Dizzy, like as my other name.
Mm,
So I was just like DizzyKitten. Funny enough, though, I have a thyroid issue
nice.
that makes me very dizzy a lot, and people are like, "Oh, is
Oh,
that why you're
wow.
dizzy?" But no, I just like the name.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. It's a good name. I like it.
Oh,
I
thank
like it.
you. Thank you.
Um, okay, this is a good again, a great segue because you brought it up in your previous answer, but
Uh-huh.
how many mods do you currently have and what do you look for in a mod? And by the way, for anyone out there who doesn't know what we're talking about, mod is short for moderator.
Yeah.
And it essentially, people typing in your chat, the people watching you, and these are moderators who can delete things, they can time people out, they can ban the people. They're essentially just moderating your chat so you don't have to, so you can do your job.
Right.
So that's what we're talking about when we say mods.
Yes.
So how many mods do you have right now, or just ballpark? And then what do you look for in a mod?
So I have a couple different answers for this. I have a lot of mods, like a lot of people moderated, but I only maybe have like 3 to 5 that are consistent and like show
Yeah.
up to every stream and actively moderate. Especially, I have one particular mod that does like a lot of it. He is like amazing. He's so fast. And it keeps me from having to
Nice.
see it all and like put me in a bad mood during stream, and interrupt the flow of things.
Yeah.
So really just a few, even for such a large channel. And you could do like 5-minute follower mode or something just to kind of get rid of like random people coming in just to say something stupid. It makes it a little easier on the mods. So like if I'm ever full screen doing ASMR, follower mode to get rid of like the stupid comments and ease up like the moderating. As for what I look for in a mod, it's usually someone that's been around in the channel for a long time, and I have to feel extremely comfortable with that person. I'll notice a lot of the time with female streamers is they'll end up moderating someone that is like romantically interested in them, which can end up with some problems. Every time it always is an issue. So it just has to be someone that I've noticed around like in the channel for a long time, and I just genuinely feel like they're a great person, and I get like the input of like a few other people and my mods, like, what do you think of this person? Like, just kind of get a feel for what everyone else is feeling too, and then I ask them if they want to moderate in the channel. So yeah, that's kind of what I look for. Just someone that's active, not creepy, that I know like isn't out to hook up with me or something, has like other motives and whatever, just genuinely likes the channel and the content and just wants to help out. So yeah.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Nice. Let's talk about your creative process, specifically with streaming. Between the ideas and props and mics and all of that. What's your favorite part of the process?
My favorite part of the process, with ASMR, like the props and stuff that I use, my favorite part is just trying random things and just gauging like from my chat.
Yeah.
Because that's usually what I'll have to do. I'll just find random things that I think might work, kind of get a feel for it from them. And yeah, I don't know. I just enjoy the process. So
nice.
Yeah.
Yep, me too. It's it's all connected. Every step of it is going towards the end product that we're doing.
Yes, exactly.
All right, I got a few more for you and we will get you out of here.
Okay, sure.
Let's talk equipment.
Yes.
Talk to me about your PC, what cameras, mics, that kind of stuff.
Okay. Admittedly, I don't know too much about my PC because my assistant built it for me. I don't know a whole lot about computers. Although my community knows I've had the hardest time with 3090s. Me and my assistant managed to get one for my PC.
Really?
It did not work. It failed. We had to send it back. Got another one.
Oh,
it
no.
failed. Sent it back. Got another one. So we're on our third 3090 and we're hoping that one's going to work. So it's So
wow.
I'm still on a 1080 Ti, but everything else is fully upgraded.
Okay.
Now with my microphone, I use an AT 2035. Yeah, 2035. And let's see. And then I use a 3DO microphone, the XLR version for my ASMR. I use the Sony 6000 for my camera. So I get this nice picture.
Me too.
Yep, I love that camera so much. It was so game-changing because I went from a Logitech C920 over to the Sony 6000. It was a world of difference.
Oh, way better. Yeah.
I will say, I think my favorite thing about my equipment is actually my lighting. And so I
Nice.
use two softbox lights with Lifx bulbs so I can change the colors and stuff on it. Especially with like ASMR, I need to be able
Mhm.
to like change the lighting and stuff a lot. And then I use the Elgato Key Light
Yeah.
Air, which has been my favorite like front
Nice.
light that doesn't like hurt my eyes. I prefer it much more to like ring lights and stuff like that. So
Mhm, mhm.
yeah,
I have those same bulbs. That's like what I'm using behind me. They're the best.
really. Oh yeah,
They're
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 amazing.
really
Love
good.
it. I like to have everything like adjustable from my phone. Just makes it so much easier.
Exactly.
hmm
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. I think your setup looks great. I think,
Thank
I
you.
really like when streamers have, like, I don't know how to explain this, like, just a little bit of their personality behind them, like,
Yes.
you have, like, a section of your room behind you,
Yeah, yeah. You
and
can tell I like
I think it's a
plushies.
big thing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I got my
Yeah.
anime posters. Sorry, my camera's flipped, so I'm
Yeah.
like pointing the wrong way. But yeah, yeah, I get some of the personality in the room. I got my cat plushie.
I
Yeah, I
love
like
it.
it too.
I love it. All right, I have two more for you. Let's see. If you could hear anyone on this podcast in the future, who would you like to hear on it?
I was trying to think of that, and I think you've already had the people I would have wanted to see, like GB. And
Hmm.
I think that one just came out recently, right? Because I had
Yeah.
seen it on Twitter. And then you had
Yep.
already talked to Glow as well,
Hmm.
which I thought was
Yeah.
awesome. I watched some of that one. Um,
Nice.
I'm trying to think of who else. Um, I watch a lot of Pomo. I love Pomo.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think she's a Korean ASM artist, I believe.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um, who else?
Any streamers? It doesn't have to be ASMR.
Oh, it doesn't have to be ASMR. Oh, so do you
Mm-mm.
you talk to all sorts of content creators? Like
Yeah.
not just
Oh
ASMR?
yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yep.
gotcha. Oh, who would I want to see? Oh, hmm. Oh, this is a hard one. I'm
I know.
sorry.
There's
I'm
a
trying
lot
to
of
rack my
people out
brain
there.
here.
No, you're good.
um, I would say, and I've been in a podcast with these two ladies, but I love ST Peach and Alinity. Like
Nice.
I adore these two, and I've been
Nice.
in podcasts with them before, and I just love like hearing their stories and stuff and their perspectives on things. So I think that would be pretty cool.
I love it. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
I think those are the two that come to mind for me.
Okay. And who knows? Maybe we'll make it happen. Who knows?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Last question for you. The most important, the most controversial.
Okay.
Um, but I have to ask you.
Okay.
Uh, thoughts on pineapple on pizza? Is it a yes or no for you?
Oh, it's a yes for me. Now, it's not my favorite
Okay.
type of pizza, but if you put pizza in front of me with pineapple on it, I'm gonna eat it. So, yes, sir,
Okay.
I
Okay.
will.
Okay. I like it. I have asked every guest this, and it seems to be about 50-50.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Some people are like, "Oh, fruit on pizza is so weird," but I've tried several different pizzas with different types of fruits, and they've all been really good. So,
Yeah.
mm,
Yeah.
I don't got a problem with it.
Okay, you heard it here. DizzyKitten. That's a yes on pineapple on
Yes.
pizza for those keeping
Call me
track and
crazy, it's
score at
fine.
home. Oh, all right. Where can they find you online? This is your chance to plug away.
Okay. So I am DizzyKitten on Twitch, DizzyKitten7 on Twitter, the DizzyKitten on Instagram, and there's also my ASMR channel on YouTube. Admittedly, I'm like, I think it's just DizzyKitten ASMR. But yeah, you can. I'm like, what do we even have it like titled? But yeah, yeah, easy to find.
Okay, I love
So
it.
Yep.
Yes. And people out there, definitely check her streams out. Like we've talked about, she does a lot of great stuff on there. And she's a fantastic streamer. I'm very impressed by you.
Oh, thank you so
Um,
much.
so of course, thank you so much for being here. This was a blast. It was so nice
Yeah. Thank
to
you for inviting
chat
me
with you.
on.
Absolutely. All right, guys, thank you so much for listening. This has been the Critical Podcast. Please remember to subscribe on YouTube and check it out wherever you find your podcasts. I am your host, MattyTingles. Be safe out there. Be kind to others and yourself. See you next time.